Hello, everyone. Today is Monday, May 5th, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month. There are quite a few observances in May, and another is physical fitness and exercise, another is Women's Health Month, and there are about two others. But today, I came across this, and I thought this was perfect to share. And it is an excerpt from Jim Carrey that just speaks volumes about grief. Because I think that sometimes many people don't know how to handle grief. So, if I may, and I had it, and now I can't find it. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is not exactly what I was looking for, but I'm going to read this to you and share this with you because I think it's just his perspective on grief, as this is Health Month, is just so beautiful. So here's just a few things. So Jim Carrey views grief not just an emotion, but as a process that disrupts the fabric of one's being, leaving a void where something once existed. He speaks of grief carving through you, leaving a quote, hollow ache where love once resided, end quote, suggesting a deep sense of emptiness and loss. Jim Carrey is not a weakness to be ashamed of. And I really want you to kind of lean in because this is so incredibly important. Because grief is there, it's there for you. There's something there for us to tap into, is to know that, as a human being, um, there are just things that we go through, and sometimes they're really deep and really painful, but we learn from them. So he says that grief is not a weakness to be ashamed of, but rather a profound proof that love existed and that something beautiful once touched one's life. And it could be love, it could be anything. Just think of something that once was just so wonderful in your life that made you feel alive, and now it's no longer there. He suggests that you don't move on from grief, but rather move with it, implying that grief becomes a part of the ongoing experience, transforming the love you once had into something that lingers in memories and feelings. Isn't that wonderful? He also acknowledges the pain of grief, but also hints at healing through acceptance and remembrance. He suggests that the pain will soften over time, which it does, but the imprint of love, or the love of a person, an experience, remain a quiet reminder of what once was. So, in this excerpt that I'm sharing with you, his thing is really just to honor your grief. And I want to really just impress upon you, encourage you, invite you to really, if you are feeling this, that just know that it's temporary. And temporary could be a year, temporary could be 10 years of feeling pain, but just know that in the scheme of our lifeline, it's a blip in our lifeline. and it's just something that we feel. And but with what he's saying and what I am encouraging you is to feel it and to know that it is temporary and it is to teach you something. In the moment is very difficult, but when you come out of it, when you start to come out of it, you start to feel a sense of you, but with the experience of just what you've experienced, it changes you, but allow it to change you for good. So he emphasizes that there is no specific timeline or right way to grieve, and that individuals should allow themselves to feel the full range of emotions associated with loss. It could be a loss of a person, a loss of a job, a loss of um, a relationship, a loss of a friendship. It could be anything, anything. But just know that what once was and what isn't now, yeah, there's a sense of loss, but honor that loss, feel that loss, and understand that it's part of, our human experience in what we are to experience. And when we come out of it is to really tap into what was the lesson that I am to learn from that. Maybe it's being a better communicator. Maybe is opening up your heart a little bit more. Maybe it's being more vocal and verbal and in a boundaries kind of way, just saying, I value myself enough to say, I'm not going to do that anymore. I can't do that anymore. Um, and I could go on and on, but I hope that that resonated with you. As again, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I came across that excerpt from Jim Carrey about grief, and I thought it was perfect because grief for us can be just so many things. And grief for many people, there are levels to grief, and there's the depth of grief, and it's different for everyone. But honor it, feel it, with it, as opposed to brushing it aside and trying to, you know, have that armor on, because that's how we learn and that's how we grow. So with that, my friends, this is my coffee talk time topic for today, May 5th. And I hope that that served you. So, with that being said, I always end my coffee talk time segments with "You are amazing and you are enough." So, go out and have a wonderful day. Peace out, and I'll be back here again soon. Bye for now.